What's going on, Dodger fans? And thanks for tuning into another episode of Chalking It Up. I'm Ant.
And I'm Carlos, a.k.a. Desert Doyer. Let's go!
And what a wild series this has been, guys. Let's go right into it. So Game 3 recap doesn't look so good. First of all, we split the series at home 1-1.
Yeah.
And we're moving on to San Diego for Game 3 on Tuesday. And I guess I'm a little confused, concerned as to why we're putting injured guys out there on the field. I mean, what's your take on the whole Miggy and Freddie situation that's going on right now?
You know what? Honestly, I mean, shout out to them because they want to be out there. They want to help the ball club.
They're dogs, but they're hurting them.
But yes, you're playing injured and you're not helping the ball club. We saw what Miggy did. Running, there was a play that one play where it was a base hit and he was a second base. Any other player would have scored.
Yeah,
he barely made it to third base. You know, yeah. I mean, I love the guy
for sure.
I love both of them, but if they're hurt, they're not 100%. Cheer for the bench. Hopefully, somebody else can step up.
Yeah, no, and I mean, to your point to add. So I mean, up to the game, it's really good game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love what I'm seeing from Walker. He looks like he's kind of getting a little bit of confidence back. But that inning full of errors.
Yeah.
One, you have the Freddie error where he falls down. He can't get up. His ankle's, swollen, hurt.
Well, it's not an error. It was a smart play by Machado running into the base path because the base path is not established yet. So by him moving into the throw between Freddie and the second base was a smart move.
Right.
So it wasn't an error by Freddie Freeman.
But a healthy Freddie gets up, throws it out because it's a slow Manny Machado. Manny Machado's not blazing fast.
Yeah. You can say that, but it still wasn't an error.
That caused one run though. That allowed one run.
Yeah, and then
a couple batters later,
next batter,
Miggy decides to take it to himself.
Yeah,
and we get nobody out.
Nobody,
and that was a spiral right there on its own. That's what allowed him to score.
Yeah, because that should have been a routine ground ball. Should have been a routine ground ball. Mm-hmm. And I think that would have been 2 outs, right?
We would have got the double play.
That would have been 2 outs,
and it would have been 2 outs. And next batter I think popped out.
So that should have
been out the inning 1-1.
Should have been out the inning. And again, you can't blame all those runs, even though they were all earned. I think all 6 were earned on him. Was it
on Walker? Yeah. So six
earned runs. So all the runs were earned. But honestly, you can't say they were all his because I think, you said, it was only one. Only one should have scored.
It was some bad defense being played. He was doing his job. He was getting the ground balls. He's getting the pop-ups.
Yeah.
So again, it looks promising to see Walker kind of settle in, kind of not the old him, but a new version of him. But again, there's like no blame to give on Walker there. You don't expect the guy to strike everybody out. Moving along offensively, Shohei is kind of, I don't want to say slowing down. He's not getting cold, but I don't know if he's pressing or they're pitching him a certain way because they know everybody else in the lineup's not hitting right now, like Max or.
The strike zone is terrible.
Oh, I mean, you're never going to get a perfect strike zone. Not until we go to the automated strike zone in a couple of years.
But you saw the first pitch to Shohei Ohtani was outside.
Right.
And now that kind of that messes up your routine because now that's outside. You're not swinging. You're not going to swing at that.
No, you're not.
Right. But now that's being called, so now he has to go out there and reach for that, and then they come inside. So when you're strikes, and I blame you because that goes for everybody, right? That goes for everybody. But when the strike zone is different. And you have to adjust to that. It kind of throws you off because now you don't know. Like now you're like, oh man, is he gonna call it way out there? So now let me adjust over here.
And we are a team that likes to take a lot of pitches, but right now with the way the strike zones are, we can't take a lot of pitches.
Okay, and we'll jump that to the next game.
So,
but yeah,
I mean, right now Ohtani, Game 3, he went 1 for 4, 2 strikeouts. Mookie, hey. Right now, the song that comes to mind is that May song, Welcome Back. Mookie, welcome back to the postseason, brother. Game 3, he went 2 for 4, another home run. He thought he got robbed yet again.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know if I was embarrassed for him or what the deal was, but he kind of gave up.
Well, nobody called it. Nobody called it right away, and that's. And I mean, what's the point of having 2 extra umpires out there
right.
if they're not going to turn around and say, "Hey, that was right away."
Exactly.
Right. Like come on, let's go. We have you have two extra umpires down the line for those kind of reasons, right? And he's like, okay, I guess nobody's calling it. I guess I'm out again, because it is the short fence,
exactly,
right where he hits, and it's like identical place.
Yeah,
and that would have been a back-to-back days where he goes back-to-back home, and then the next day he hit a home run again. But yeah, like somebody should have called it right away.
No, but I mean, hey, again, the bright side to Game 3, Mookie's starting to heat up, so I think that's kind of taking off a little bit of heat to Shohei being in leadoff spot. And you can't say enough about freaking Teoscar Hernandez, man. What a clutch grand slam. That dude loves being a Dodger.
Dude, he loves being a Dodger, and he was the only one that game that had that mentality, that dog mentality, like, hey, let's fucking go.
Yeah. No,
right? He was the only one, he was the only one that showed it because, I mean, yeah, we got slaughtered that day, but he was the only one that showed it. We didn't get slaughtered, but it looked bad.
He brought us back from the dead. That was a huge grand slam. He knew it right off the bat. I don't think anybody else did. I thought it was just going to be a deep pop up. We were going to tag up and get a run. I didn't expect it to go over, but you love the emotion. He said he wanted San Diego just because of how the season series went throughout the regular season. So freaking Teo, dude, you're amazing. I hope we can re-sign you.
Yeah, I hope they do.
But man, yeah, that guy is just fired, and you want it to be contagious. So you hope the guys are starting to pick up from that now. Like you had mentioned earlier, Miggy gets out of the game because he can't score on a base hit to, let's just say, right center. And then later on in the game, Freddie leaves. So it's like, are we concerned? Are we doing an injustice, like you said, playing these guys? Again, it's a dog mentality. I get it. Freddie's a great hitter, but if you can't run, if you can't field your position, you're doing more harm to the team than you are doing good.
Yeah, you are. And then I did not like the switch who they brought in for Miggy. They brought CT3 in. Mm-hmm. Like, why? Why CT3? Why not Kike Hernandez? Kike Hernandez has played fantastic all season long since he got his glasses.
Yeah, the guy
he's got his glasses on,
or he didn't know that he needed contacts or glasses,
right?
So.
And we've had players like that can't see. You're like, what the hell? And then they go out, they get glasses, and they come back, and they're like, now they can hit the ball,
it's
right?
Crazy.
Why not put in Kike Hernandez in as soon as you knew that, right?
Yeah.
But again, I'm not gonna complain because the next day I'll tell you guys when we get there.
So again, wrapping it up, we unfortunately we dropped the game. We go down to the Padres. 6-5.
But before we wrap it up, again, I did not like the way that game went when Machado and Jack Flaherty were barking at each other.
I think you're gonna see that the rest of the series.
Yeah, but what I did not like is that the team, the whole team, the Dodger team, was not like up on the fence barking right back at them. It was only Jack Flaherty. That's what I saw on TV.
That's all they show.
So that's how they showed. They showed the dugout for the Pobres, and they're all over there, on top, like, hey, what's up?
Barking, chanting.
And then they show our side, and it's only Jack Flaherty.
Got our heads down and stuff. So.
Yeah, we have our heads down. It's just terrible, bad game overall. But it's over.
Yeah, man. Again, so now we're down in the series 2-1. This raises a lot of concerns because your starting pitchers on the postseason roster, at least for this series, you already went through Yamamoto. He I don't think he got the win game one, honestly.
No, he didn't. He only got 3 innings in.
Yeah, Jack didn't get the win game 2.
No.
And then Walker got beat up. He didn't get the win game 3. But again, that's not to his fault.
He did go 5 innings.
He was the best.
5 innings. He gave 7 hits, 6 runs, but. Again, there was a terrible inning by the Dodger defense that did not help Walker beat
You take away that inning, we win that game 5-1.
Yeah, he gives up maybe 1 hit. Yeah. I mean, not 1 hit, 1 run.
5-2.
So Dodgers win, right?
So now let's lead into game 4. We obviously already know the outcome. It's happened, but there's a lot of questions around the rotation. Are we going to start Landon Knack? How many innings is he going? Is it going to truly be a bullpen game? Maybe. And I think initially everybody thought, hey, Landon's going to start. You're going to give him maybe 2, 3, 4 innings at most, see how he does. But it's obviously a quick hook because it's an elimination game. We can't afford to let these guys get hot and hit home runs and et cetera. I think we were all blindsided that it was just bullpen from start to finish. Are you not?
And then when they announced that it was Brasher starting, I said, okay, we've seen that before where Landon Knack is he's not the starter. but he's the bulk of the innings.
Right.
And you give the start to somebody in the bullpen, go first inning, and then you bring Landenack for 3-4 innings, whatever it is. When the second guy came in, who was the second guy that it was Banda. Banda was the second guy, and then followed by Kopech. Using Kopech in the third inning.
That raised a lot of eyebrows.
At first, I was like, what the hell is Dave doing?
Right. Yeah.
But Dave.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
Giving that guy so. I'm not gonna lie.
I always give Dave crap. You guys know that.
Does. Everybody.
I gave Dave crap, but dude, he managed that game perfectly. Knack did not come in the third. He didn't come in the fourth. He didn't come in the fifth. He didn't in the sixth, seventh, eighth. Not till the ninth.
Yeah,
last ninth. So he used almost the entire bullpen. Right. It started with Brazier, Banda, Kopech, Vesia. Yep. Then he went to Phillips, Hudson, Trinan, and then Landenack. Dude,
beautiful masterpiece.
Again, hats off to Dave Roberts. And you know what?
Hats off to the bullpen, dude.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. No, 9 innings, no runs, 7 hits, 8 Ks, complete 2 walks only. Yeah. 2 walks only to a hot lineup. Now, I don't know if you saw the stat on that they were talking about Dave Roberts. He's been with the Dodgers 9 years. I believe it was 9 years, not sure. But they also compared him to, I don't know if you know who Bobby Cox is.
I do. Atlanta
Braves manager who was with the Braves for quite a long time. I don't remember how long he was.
I think it was 12 consecutive seasons that
they made the postseason, 1 World Series.
Dave Roberts,
and how hard it was to get it. And you know what? Right there and then, and the way he managed that game, I'm never going to talk crap about Dave Roberts again.
Well, I'm not going to say
I'm never going to talk crap about Dave Roberts again.
Again, it was put together nicely.
Very nice.
The guys had to go out there and perform.
Oh, yeah.
And they did. I think everybody had a strikeout with the exception of Evan Phillips. But everybody K'd somebody in that game from the bullpen, which, again, awesome. Like you said, I thought Brazier was going to come in maybe an inning or two, and then we hand it off to Knack and then kind of go from there. But I think we really put the Padres back on their heels. They have to adjust for a different pitcher
every single inning. Again, bravo, kudos to Dave Roberts because that was a smart move. Now I'm even thinking, do we do that again for Game 5?
We'll get into that later. We'll see what everybody's expectations are, what they're hoping for. But again, hey, now again we're heating up. Mookie, another leadoff home run.
Well, not a leadoff, but first inning first inning. Yeah, because I made that mistake too. Yeah,
man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that would have been. That would have been his third one.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that robbery on Sunday, that would have been his third first inning home run in a row.
Again, and that's why the welcome back May song comes to head. It's like, dude, Mookie, finally, thank you.
Yes.
We're getting past the whole 3 for 21 or whatever his stat. Even he said it was in his head.
Yeah, it was.
He said it was bothering him. He understood that the media was talking to him. So finally, for it to start clicking, like he said, he just needed to see one, and now he feels like he's comfortable, and he's Mookie Betts fan. So it's awesome. The last
Mookie's
2 games, you guys, he's 4 for 9. He's
4 for 9. Yes, 449, 2 home runs. Yes,
in 2 games. And so, hey, again, it gives you a lot of optimism. It gives you a lot of excitement for a Game 5. Which, hey, man, everybody, again, the media outlet, sports, whatever you want to call them, they think whoever wins this series is taking it all. They do. There's a lot of the Yankees have an offense, but they struggle with their rotation. I don't really think Cleveland or anybody else has a rotation.
And here's another stat that they brought up on the TV. No team that has taken those that first week off, that 1 or 2 seed,
has advanced
yet.
Left the NLDS, man.
None.
Everybody's been upset.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it'd be nice to make some more history while Ohtani's on his first year with the Dodgers. But yeah, man, again, Mookie, welcome to the postseason, brother. We missed you. We needed you.
Yes.
And to add to that, Big Will Smith hit a big, just cushioning that lead for us to make it 5-0, I think it was. We a 2-run shot. And then
Gavin Lux.
I got to give him credit, man. He is. He's showing up. He's actually shown up the whole series. He's been getting hits.
Hold on.
Yeah.
One more time.
I got to give kudos to Gavin Lux.
Let's go.
My boy. Hey, as long as you wear a Dodger uniform, man, I support you. But hey, he has played amazing defense at second, finally. And yeah, right now he has a hot bat. He's
being aggressive.
That bottom lineup that, hey, yeah, he's getting on the bag. He comes in. Doesn't matter. They just brought in, I think Wandy Franco was his name, the relief pitcher.
First
off
pitch.
of the lefty, boom. He smacks it out of there. Another 2 runs. So, yeah, man, hats off to you too, Gavin. Stay hot, boy. Continue to be, a pillar at the bottom of that lineup. And then I told you guys, and I was texting this guy after Game 3 loss, playoff Kiki needs to be in the lineup. I actually texted him the exact lineup that was posted on there. And at first I was wrong because Freddie was in the lineup at first. And then I think like an hour or 2 before the game, they ended up pulling Freddie and they put CT.
The only thing I disagreed with your lineup was CT3.
That you can't.
That's the only thing I disagree.
He is a great defender.
0 for 4. 0 for 4 though.
He's not out there to hit.
And he could not lay down a bunt.
Dude, you wouldn't know how to lay down a bunt if you haven't got an opportunity in a couple months.
Dude, practice.
It's way different than a game. Like
I'm just saying.
And I get it. Like, trust me. Like, I go to other podcasts that Dodgers talk about, so I know all the other guys out there. Oh, Kate Taylor, we got a bench. No. He is healthy. No, first of all.
Again, I love his defense because
that's why he's in there right now. And that was the point.
But sometimes just lay down a bunt. 0 for 4 sucks.
Hey,
0 for 3 with a sack. Let's go.
It's okay. Honestly,
that's what needs for him to do. That needs to be his new role. He needs to be get the bunt down or hit the ball to the right side.
And I'm sure we'll figure it out. But honestly, that same lineup that just came out defensively for Game 4, that's the lineup we need to put out there for Game 5. I don't know if you also noticed, and I'm sure a lot of people did too because they made it a big deal. Kike and Chris kept switching throughout the game.
Oh, yeah.
And again, that was Dave. You put the better defender, which is Kike. Kike can track the ball down. When he left us this past time, when he was in Boston, he was primarily playing center field. And he had a pretty decent run with them in center. So, I mean, that was pretty smart on Dave's part, too. But again, yeah, man, you got to leave Kike in the lineup.
Definitely.
And I know not a lot of people, I think people might prefer Andy Pajes in center field and you leave Kike at third. I think Chris Taylor has a resume.
No.
He's been an all-star. He's carried us a couple years, especially I think it was 19 when he had that leadoff home run in the World Series. He's been there before, you guys. Hey, he's a little rusty. Same thing with Mookie. You want to take Mookie out because he's not hitting? No, you're not.
Oh, no.
So again, you got to trust the guys out there. But again, a healthy lineup is the Dodgers' best chance of winning.
Sometimes, like you said, you have to be in there consistently.
It just takes time.
You to adjust. And yeah, we've seen it with Gavin Lux when he gets hot, they sit him down, and then you come back and you're like, he's just different. He's just different. You got to leave him in there, whether it's a righty, whether it's lefty, whatever it is. Leave him in there. They'll adjust.
Yeah, man.
And we'll see.
So, hey, Game 4, we blow them out 8-0.
Let's go.
Again, bullpen. They shut down the hottest team offensively in the postseason right now. And again, you can't give enough credit to Dave Roberts and all those arms on there.
Not only the postseason, but those guys have been hot since the All-Star break.
Yeah, I think
they've had the best.
People say they're like the number 1 or 2 team.
Yeah, they're the number 1 team since the All-Star break. We're number 2.
And I think number 3 was Diamondbacks. So our division was honestly the hottest division after the All-Star break. Yeah. Sorry if you guys hear the dog in the background, guys. But hey, so again, series is tied now. There's life pumped into not only the players themselves, but the fan base. Padres, we want to take them out at there. Dude, you're not going to take us out at home. I'm sorry. You're definitely not. Moving on to Game 5. What do you want to see as far as how the game is being done on the mound?
Yamamoto has struggled against the Pobres. He struggled in Korea, right?
First game, though. That's first major league game.
But he struggled with them this past time again.
Mm-hmm.
I rather see, again, not a bullpen game, but a bullpen game. Start a bullpen guy. Move to Jack Flaherty. Give you 3-4 innings only, right? And then bring the bullpen again. Or maybe bring in Yamamoto to face 3-4 guys, 2 innings maybe. And then worry about the next series when we get there.
Right.
You know, because this is a must win. We can't save Jack Flaherty for game 1 of the next series, right?
Yeah, there's no tomorrow after tomorrow. Like honestly,
we can't say hey, everybody needs to go now. And the way Dave managed game 4 with everybody, you know, just doing matchups was perfect, and I think that would work again. Yeah. You know, do Jack Flaherty 2-3 innings, only face the lineup maybe one time, and as soon as the lineup comes around again, boom, let's bring in somebody else, and then go from there. Because I think I don't want to start Yamamoto, not because I'm not confident in him, but it's just the matchups right now. You know, they're favorable.
I mean, honestly, like I don't think Yama wants to see the top of that order right now. I don't think he wants to see a rise. I don't think he wants to see Tatis or Manny. I'm kind of like you. Treat it like a bullpen game, but not. I would start Jack, let him go 2 innings. Hopefully good things happen. After Jack, now you bring in Yama. Give him another 2 innings. And then now you turn it in virtually until a bullpen game again, depending on who's not taxed from game 4.
Yeah.
I think the only one that pitched a lot was actually Blake, that 8th inning. He was kind of struggling a little bit to get out of it.
Well, he did face good hitters. I mean, he had the top of the order. He had a rise. I think
out of everybody, he had the most stressful inning, and I think he also had the highest pitch count that inning as well.
Yeah.
But that's how I would do it. Let Jack start 2 innings. Let Yama take 2 innings. Turn it into a bullpen game, or if you want, let Landon pitch 2 innings before you turn it into a bullpen game. But I would do 2-2-2. You don't let the Padres see the same pitcher twice.
Yes. I think that's the key.
Yeah, and then hopefully, again, the offense shows up. I mean, we didn't talk about Max. Max finally got a hit. He got a double the last game.
Yes.
Yes. Like we said, Will hit a home run. Teo's been hot, clutch. Mookie's finally hitting the ball. I think if we have more guys on the bag, and then, you know, everybody, like we had mentioned, they have the Ohtani tracker.
The Ohtani tracker, baby.
Hey, you got to put some guys on the bag, because that guy's going to put it in play, whether it's on the ground or he's just a smart baseball guy. So he's going to give you a couple runs, or for sure a run with a pop-up. But yeah, man, I think that's how we have to handle game 5. And like I said, defensively, I don't care if Freddie shows up early. I really don't. I love Freddie. I love the dog aspect of it. Same thing with Miggy Rowe, but those guys cannot be in our lineup defensively. Not
right now. Not because we're like, oh no, they suck, but
they're just hurt.
They're just hurt right now. 100%. Give them the extra rest. You know, if hopefully we win tomorrow. And he won't have to, you know, he gets an extra 2 days of rest, or 1 day of rest, like 2 days, because you got today, 3 days, today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Sunday's game. Yeah. Sunday will be game 1.
I think they already announced it too. I think it's like 6 or 5
one
of those times.
So
yeah, man, honestly, Freddie, Miggy, like, we love you guys. Just be the biggest cheerleaders you guys can. Honestly, at that point too, I think you can put them both on the IR and bringing like add Kiermaier to the lineup. You know, defensive purposes.
But if you do put him on the IR, they can't play the next series.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh,
because that's the way Grove is. Grove went on the IR. He can come back to play the World Series, but he has to miss the next series because he's on the IR.
SOB.
So yeah, we don't want to put him on the IR. But yes, have him sit down. You know, maybe come in for an at bat later at the game.
Yeah,
and I'm talking about Freddie, not Miggy Rowe.
Yeah, no. I mean, maybe no, because Miggy can't bunt for shit.
I was gonna say that, but we just suck in bunting. We don't know how to bunt.
Tommy Edman though, he was safe. MLB,
yes,
messed that up, bro.
Yes.
He was safe. If we had better technology, I would show you that fucker was safe.
Beautifully executed, small ball right there.
Sack bunt, baby.
Again, kudos to Dave Roberts for bringing that play down.
That was probably the best game in Dave's 10 years of Dodger that I've ever seen.
Best game ever.
And I mean, I don't think I've missed much games. So I mean, I know he sucked a lot of managing
ever.
Yeah. So I mean, hey man, again, game 5. That's how we would lay out the pitching. Defensively, same thing, man. You got to have playoff Kiki in there because he got a couple hits. Game 4 too.
He's always getting hits, man. He needs to be in there.
Yeah, and again, you guys, we can go toe for toe. Chris Taylor, no Chris Taylor, Andy Pajes, whoever. I personally think CT3 is a better option. He's more versatile. We already showed it. They were flip-flopping. That's kind of hard in itself to do to stay focused.
And I'm going to agree with you there because Andy Pajes can only play center field where Chris Taylor can move wherever you need him.
Yeah.
You know,
Chris Taylor and he can virtually play any. Well, Kike can actually play any position. He's never caught before. That's the only position he's never logged down. Chris has never played catcher, pitcher, or first base. Yeah,
first base.
But virtually, again, those guys can play middle infield, third, and all the outfield.
And that's why I love utility guys that super utility guys, because those are the guys that can play anywhere.
I feel like Kike and CT started that trend, because like people were pissed off, like, damn, like these guys can play anywhere. So
no, actually, there used to be this one guy. I know you probably don't know who he is, but here's how old I am. Jose Oquendo.
I don't know who that is.
St. Louis Cardinals. That dude was just a super utility guy. I used to hate him because he played everywhere, and I hated the Cardinals because back then the Cardinals were were the Dodgers division. But yeah,
no, man. Hey, again, series is tied. Huge game 5 coming up tomorrow night. Make sure, again, guys, this is one thing I want to point out, and I was actually texting him last night for the game too. I think the Padres are pumping noise through the damn sounds. There's no way your fans are that involved and you're losing that bad, dude. And then I was looking, like, there's dudes that are just sitting there.
Yeah.
And it sounds really damn loud. So I'm like, bro, like, this is bullshit. Like, the MLB needs to step in and check their PA system.
You know, they have that DJ that's all the way in center field with that whatever that park is called.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, but I'm like,
that's where the noise is coming from.
I wanted to bet a paycheck or two that there's some fake noise going in there. But hey, man,
I mean, not to get it wrong, they showed up for game 4. They showed up again for game 3 and 4.
Yeah, I mean,
they showed up for both games. They were loud, yes, they were. But I mean, again, you restricted tickets to Dodger fans, and again, whatever. But how long has that stadium been around? 20 years, built in 2004, and you're finally selling it out.
Barely
selling it out. You know, come on. Yeah, you just started right now because your team has been pretty hot, but you haven't done anything. You're not loyal yet. No. The Dodgers, on the other hand, go look back. It's not just now. It's go back. How long have the Dodgers been in the top 5, top 10 in attendance in the entire league? Yes.
And ever since the new group, regiment, whatever ownership took over, it's gotten that much better, man.
Yeah.
So again, we're excited.
But fans are fans.
Noise. Yeah.
Hey, keep making your noise. We'll make our noise, and let's go.
Yeah, don't worry about us. They not like us. Hey, man. Again, have fun. Be loud. Just don't do stupid shit. Don't throw shit onto the field. Talk shit. Just don't throw shit onto the field. That's all I'm asking.
I posted a little post on my IG that somebody sent me that about not even making noise when they come up. You know how you usually boo Machado, Tatis, and all them.
Yeah, just be quiet.
I think
that throws them off.
Yeah, don't even say anything. Hey, just be quiet and let's go. Ignore them, because I think booing fuels you, right? Especially when you're a good team.
That pisses me off. So.
Right? You're like, yeah, let's go. Look at me, and I'm gonna show you wrong. But yeah.
And then for those of you that don't know, if that ball is over that home run line, whack the glove, do everything you can, dude. You're a quarterback at that point, so knock it down. But hey, thanks for tuning into another episode of Chalking It Up. And as always, let's go Dodgers, baby.
That's our call. Let's go. Have a great day, everybody.
Later, guys.
Let's go.